Hey everybody, this is Anthony with you again from Biblical Truth and Reality, and welcome to the next video in the series of dietary laws. First, we're going to begin by going through Colossians 2 verse number 16. Now we've already been through this verse regarding the Sabbath in the Sabbath series, also in refutation of the feast days in that series. But let's take this at another angle. Verse 16 says, "Let no man therefore judge you in meat or in drink or in respect of an holy day or of the new moon or of the Sabbath days." Professing fake Christians have stated that this is refuting the Sabbath. The weird thing is, they only want to mention the Sabbath part but leave out the rest of the verse. If these fake Christians are correct, that we are not bound by any laws to keep, then that means the following would be true. First, in meat, as it says in the verse. So this means that I can eat whatever I want, regardless if it's healthy for me or not. Therefore, God must be an inconsiderate, uncaring prick, because he doesn't care if I pollute my body with unhealthy food or not. Why would you want to serve a God that doesn't care about your health personally? I sure wouldn't. That would be a waste of time. I wouldn't worship him for 5 minutes because he's not worthy of it in that case. 2. Or in drink. This means that I can drink whatever I want, including hardcore liquor and alcohol, because this verse does say that you can't judge me in whatever I drink. This means that I can become a drunken stupor whenever I want. 3. Or in respect of an holy day. This means that I can celebrate any holiday I want, or make any day holy to me. So that means I can celebrate Devil's Night, Satanism, Halloween, because no laws apply to me, right? I can take Father's Day and Mother's Day and make them holy, and exalt Mary in a graven image in my home and call that a holy day too. And I can declare anything holy I want to and make it a holiday for myself, including the Nazis, KKK, Darwinism, evolution, etc. Now remember, according to these fake Christians, if you have a personal conviction to do these things, then that makes it okay. Therefore, there's no absolute right or wrong, because everything is based on personal conviction. Right? So obviously, verse 16 is not teaching that the dietary laws are done away with. As you saw in the previous videos in those two series I referenced, it's about the feast days, not about whether or not we can eat unclean foods. Secondly, if the dietary laws are no more, then we have a problem. Did you know that the very existence of God can be based on whether or not the dietary laws still apply today? Let's find out. These are the facts about God if the dietary laws no longer apply. 1. God has bad temper problems and needs to take anger management classes. 2. He had no right to kill people for eating unclean foods in the Old Testament. 3. That makes him look like a psycho. He kills people for it in the Old Testament, but in the New Testament, he doesn't care what we eat. Quite a schizophrenic God you worship. 4. He owes the people of the Old Testament a major apology for killing them for it and being so strict on them. 5. He is very oblivious and uncaring about our well-being and health. He doesn't care if we get cancer, disease, diabetes, heart attacks, strokes, etc. Because now we can eat whatever we want, regardless if it harms us or not. And you want to worship a God like this? You would have to be crazy to worship him. 6. And lastly, his nature of morality is changing, which means he is mentally unstable and inconsistent. Conclusion. Why would you want to worship a professing God who has a bad temper, contradicts himself, violates his own word, is a deviant psychopath, doesn't care about your health, and inconsistent in his nature? An entity like that, who professes to be the creator, cannot factually, biblically, or logically exist. So that's all for this video. Love the Lord Jesus Christ, fear God and keep his commandments, keep the dietary laws because they still apply, and read and believe the King James Bible. Thanks.